Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I'm just so happy about all the good news that Michelle and I have been getting today. And not only that, but I'm just happy that I get a chance to share a lot of these things with my absolutely fantastic audience. So regardless of whether you're watching this on E360 TV, over 20 plus live streaming networks, I just want to say hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And we got we I think we got an exciting show today because I got two absolutely fantastic guests on the show today, and one of them is myself, of course, as the guest, and the other one is my beautiful wife, Michelle Cooley. And today we're going to talk about relaxation, a little bit why it's important that we take time out of our extremely busy schedule. I'm talking about and take some vacation. And I want to do a recap and talk a little bit about the JC Cooley Foundation and a lot of different things that we are doing and that we want to resume. And I just say, well, but I can't start anything without bringing my beautiful executive producer and co-host on. How you doing, Michelle? How you doing today?
I am doing great. It's been a really busy day, though. I mean, guess that good. That's good because you're doing stuff, but I got to work out. I got to get to the gym to let go of that dizziness. Kind of calms me down, kind of relaxes me. So, but this has been a great day. We're healthy, we're happy. So it's been a beautiful day.
It's been a beautiful day. Plus, I tell you, Michelle, I haven't even shared this with you yet, but a lot of great news. I know that we've been working extremely hard to grow the show, and today I just received great news from YouTube where we are monetized. We're monetized, and it's a requirement that goes into that one. And the only way that we can reach monetization is through our viewers, and they go and they continue to watch and they support our show. And it's just been amazing over the last couple of months, Michelle. The amount of effort, the work, and just the exciting viewers and listeners that we have had. And I just, when I had to contribute most of that to you, I mean, you got a million things going on. And
Oh my goodness.
you got a million things going on right now. And, with a new job, all this great stuff, but you still take time to uh, be extremely supported. And that's what we need. We need that. And another thing, Michelle, we just got picked up by two other networks as of today. And so not only will we be on E360 TV, we're going to be on Transverse Television, we're going to be
Mhm.
on Passionate World Talk Radio, and uh, Passionate World Talk Radio Network has the capabilities of being heard and potentially seen in over 180 countries. And so, and with Transvert Television, that's they up and growing, and they got the ability to draw in another potential 6 million viewers. And one of these days we're gonna reach that status where we are gonna have views like that. But I think as long as that we're doing great shows, and as
Mhm.
long as we're bringing topics on that's going to support our listeners and our viewers, and open it up for them to let us uh, uh, talk about things that they are interested in. I think we'll continue to grow.
Oh, most definitely. First of all, this is exciting for the show. And, who would have thought that we would actually be in this industry? I mean, it really was, I wouldn't say fate, it was a blessing. It was something that was planned by the Lord. and he led you to it. And, start off with radio, then it blew up into live streaming, television, and so many more things are coming. So, just this is just a great opportunity, to bring guests on the show. And, we've had so amazing guests. Like yesterday, we had Teresa Diamond on the show. Oh my gosh, she's a mitigation specialist. Hi, Teresa. I see you said good afternoon on your comments. And but she, from listening to the show, she just gave such amazing information. She, as a mitigation specialist, she talked about the death penalty and things that go along with that. Hey, people, watch the show on It's Your Life Radio or E360 TV. But we just have some amazing guests who educate us on topics that we hear about, we really don't know that much about, unless you're in that line of work. So, kudos to the guests in the past, the guests present, the guests coming to be. So we're really excited about it. And hey, today's show is called A Sit Down with the Coolies. So we're really excited. And hey, audience, if you have any questions for us, just please send in your comments. And James, tell them how to do it.
Well, if you want to be part of this great show that we're having today, please send your comments in. Just go to whatever mechanism that you're watching the show on, and just ask us any questions that you want to. Primarily, Michelle answer all the questions, but you can ask any question that you want, and I promise you, I get it up on the screen, and I promise you that we will provide an answer. So, Michelle, I want to talk about relaxation. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, over the last, I say 2+ years, we have been working extremely hard, plus COVID and a lot of other things that have taken us away from being able to travel, not just us, but probably 80 and 90% of the people in the world. And we just got back to traveling where we took time out a whole week and we went to the Caribbeans. And I tell you, that was a vacation that was much needed. And I think that sometimes we have to sit back and just push everything else to the side for a short period of time and relax and also get a chance to know yourself, your family. In that case, me and you, Michelle. Even though we work together, work at the same time, a lot of times I don't even get a chance to see you until later on that day. That's from morning to 5 or 6 o'clock. And can you tell our viewers a little bit about the vacation that we just had and how important that was?
Okay. Well, first, I want to just talk about James mentioned, the pandemic, and, still going on, but we had to reschedule two cruises in 2020 because of what happened. And even, in 2021, 2022, and 2021, even early in 2022, we took like a couple days vacations in, Vegas, which is great. But sometimes you need that long vacation, like that full week. So we went and took our 7-day cruise on Norwegian Cruise Lines, the Norwegian getaway ship leaving from Port Canaveral, Florida, going to San Juan, going to the Bahamas, and going to St. Thomas. Now, we were supposed to go to the Dominican Republic and another port in Nassau, I mean, in Bahamas, but due to the weather conditions, they had to, reroute us to another place. But let me tell you, I have never got so much sleep in a long time than I did on that cruise. I mean, you don't have to worry about the alarm clock or anything like that. You're just on a boat, you're just relaxing. And it's really important to kind of decompress. I understand work and then we all have responsibilities. That is great. But if you're overtired or overworked, or you just need to get out of your norm, go on a vacation. It doesn't matter where it is. You can just go, you know what? You can vacation in at a hotel or at a resort in the state that you live in for a couple of days. At least it's getting away and just relaxing. I had such a great vacation. I mean, I went to the spa, I had a deep tissue massage that kind of hurt me, but it took out the kinks. But me and James me and James did a comedy show on the boat. Of course, nobody was watching. We were him just having fun, but we haven't done something like that in a long time and just relax. It's so great for us. What do you think, James?
Well, I'll tell you, just like I mentioned, that was a vacation that was well needed, and we have been to the ports that we went to. We have been there before, but me, I'm a sailor, so being out on that water, just being away from everything, and also a lot of people that have never been on the cruise do not know that you are on the boat. You got everything. It's like a big city. I mean, just like you mentioned, you got clubs, comedy clubs. You got all type of restaurants that you can eat at, different types of food,
Hmm.
all type of fun, game shows that they're doing. The same type of game shows that you see on television. They doing it live on the boat, and it's just whatever your cup of tea is. They are doing it, and plus, if you bring the kids with you, they are being entertained all day as well. I mean, so uh, it's just so fantastic to be able to get away, take a cruise, or take any type of vacation, wind down, enjoy yourself, and come back once it's over. I know you're gonna be sad. Come back and just ramp it all up again. So, but Michelle, the most important thing that I liked about that is the ports that we went to, uh,
Hmm.
because we hadn't been there in a while. And why don't you tell them about the first port? Well, let me tell you, a couple of the ports that we planned on going to kind of got canceled. I was a little upset about the Dominican Republic because I was really looking forward to going. But I tell you, the ports that we did visit, just like I said, we had been there before, but just revisiting these ports brought back excitement just to see the changes over a period of time, a couple of years. Even though the weather been there and that the Caribbean been bad, but we just had a wonderful time. So tell them about the first port that we hit, Michelle.
Well, sure, but we have a viewer who asked what was the most memorable moments on our ship, on our vacation. Um, I would say for me, it was really just acting silly at the comedy club. I mean, I know that seems small, but we have never done that before. I mean, we just went in, I did an improvisational singing, I did a tap dance. I did the running man. I did everything. And I did one of my famous knock knock jokes. And I'm going to repeat it again. All right, James. Knock knock.
Who's there?
German.
German who?
Shepherd. The ba ba ba. Okay, I am not a stand-up comedian, but that was my memorable moment. So, James, what was your memorable moment on the boat?
Actually, I tell you, just like you mentioned, and I was a stand-up comedian before in a previous life, and along with acting and all that stuff. But to see you come out of your shell, which I have never seen you do that before, and just to see uh, that you was enjoying yourself and that you felt comfortable enough to be there and get up and actually get in the comedy club and do that. First of all, I was shocked. Secondly, uh, I uh, it was amazing. And third, just to see you relax and have fun, and that's what it's all about, is having fun. And so that was important to me as well. That was one of the most important things. But what gives me the most joy, other than being with you, Michelle, is when I'm on a cruise or on vacation, is having the opportunity just to sit back and I work out every day, some twice a day,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm gone, on especially on cruises. To be able to do that and be by yourself, I'm talking about doing that moment. You are doing your thing, uh, and I'm in the gym doing my thing, and all of those things is was so enjoyable that it just brought extreme joy to what we were doing, So uh, I tell you, but it's a lot of other things that we had fun with. But Michelle, we got to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk a little bit more about the cruise and vacation when we get back. But also, I want to really dive into the J.C. Cooley Foundation, what it's built upon, and why we do what we do with that, and we got to get everything started back again. So I tell you, if you want to be part of this great conversation, I see the comments coming in, which is absolutely fantastic. All you have to do is go to the comment section and ask Michelle or myself any question you want to. I promise we'll get to it. We're going to take a station break, but remember, it's your life, and we'll be back shortly after the break.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, just having fun. Anytime that I get a chance to, like I said, share with Michelle and share with my listeners and viewers some of the things that help keeps me going, motivated, and Michelle as well, and also to help relate things to our viewers and our listeners that sometimes you have to take that time out to do certain things. And I got a very good friend of mine that's watching the show right now, Albert Rentero. that as lately that young man been teaching me a whole lot of stuff, especially when it comes to insight and his wisdom, and you guys going to get an opportunity to really get a chance to know him real soon, especially next week, Michelle. We are going to dedicate a whole week, maybe 2 weeks, to veterans, recognizing veterans and their contributions to not only America but to the world and to communities. And I'm looking forward to that, and introducing these great veterans, and actually working with Al, and I call him Big Al. And I see that you're watching that, Big Al. But if you want to be part of this conversation again, all you have to do is just go to the comment section and ask Michelle or myself, any question that you want to. Michelle, we was talking about the vacation. I want to finish that up,
Mhm.
but tell them about the other two ports that we actually three ports that we hit. I think the first port was
It was St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, the St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. Uh, we had an opportunity over there to really get a chance to know the island. I mean, we've been there a few times, but we never went on that little tour, the history tour around it. I thought that was fascinating.
I,
Uh,
I
I'm sorry.
think that was okay. Let me digress. I think the tour we went on to was, I believe it was San Juan.
But we went on both.
We went on
Uh,
both. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
we went on both.
Oh,
We Well, actually, you're right. There was San Juan, but Saint. Oh, okay.
oh, I'm
Saint
confused.
Thomas. Oh,
We
yeah,
need
yeah, you're
another
right. Yeah, yeah.
vacation.
No, Saint Thomas. Remember, we was going to do a live show in Saint Thomas, and we took all our camera equipment and everything off
It was
to
so
set up.
hot.
It was so hot that we got off the boat about 10 minutes, and I said, Michelle, I'm not doing no show. So we took all the stuff back
And you
on
came back.
back on the ship, and we just went out there and enjoyed ourselves for about an hour. But it was so hot out there. So St. Thomas was very good. It's always good,
Mhm.
but it was hot. It was hot. It was very very hot. And you're right about the next port we hit was San Juan, and that's
Yes.
what we did that San Juan, Puerto Rico. But we've been there a few times, but this time it was different. It was special. Can you want to tell our viewers and listeners about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was definitely, we've been there so many times, but this is the first time we actually took a tour. So it was more like a little over 3 hour tour, like Gilligan's Island. And then we had with probably three other couples. We went to like historic hotels where quote unquote the rich and famous stay at. And we went to like certain places where, samples of different wines. And we also toured, like the resting grounds that they hold sacred for where certain people are, laid to rest. And it
Hey,
was just really amazing.
but Michelle, that was in the Bahamas, because
Really? Okay, I'm
that
getting
was
confused.
that was in the Bahamas, because Sidney Poitier and on the
Oh,
one,
you're
yeah,
right.
so
You're
so
right.
so
I'm
that
confused. I'm confused the island. So, but we took a tour in the Bahamas.
yeah, but we took a tour at both. But Bahamas is where you talking about
Oh
the
yeah.
famous resting grounds, and a lot of famous folks, the houses and the historical things that came out of Bahamas. I mean, people that came out that I had no idea they was from there. Just like I think Esther, was it Esther Rowe?
Esther Row,
Yeah,
Florida, for good time.
yeah,
She's Bahamian. And of course, Sidney Poitier is the most famous
yeah.
Bahamian.
Uh,
And the driver was telling us stories of how he, drove Sidney Poitier around when he came back home. Um, but it was a really, really nice tour. And then we went to Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh yeah. Yeah.
visited
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
resort
Yeah.
there. It was really beautiful. I mean, the whole island. I mean, Bahamas is a very beautiful island. It really is. And our tour guide, drove us around. We were just doing things for over 3 hours. It was just amazing to learn a little bit more about the island.
It was just so wonderful, and again, like I was telling you, sometimes we have to take time out, take a vacation, relax, wind down, and I tell you, and then get ready to go back to work when you come off the vacation. And that's a lot of things that we're doing right now because we want to continue to grow, we want to continue to inspire,
Mhm.
and w- we want to continue to work and bring a smile to uh, everyone that we come in contact with. So uh,
And our goal is we're still going to take it. We're already planning our next cruise for next year. We are going to take long vacations. And we understand, and when pandemic happened, that was an exception. But going forward, we're gonna just still plan long vacations, relax, leave work behind, just enjoy ourselves. So I think our next cruise is going to be, so we were in the Eastern Caribbean, right? So we
yeah,
want to do like the Western Caribbean, maybe leave from California or Texas. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out.
yeah. So the takeaway from this is take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of the people around you, enjoy life. But see, I want to switch the topic a little bit because
Mhm.
I want to talk about the J.C. Cooley Foundation, a lot of things that we do, and things that we have done in the past that we have not been able to do that because of the pandemic and a lot of other things that kind of caused us to fall off track. And I mean, mission trips that we were taking kids and families on and have them, the youth and young adults, build a house from scratch, other than the foundation where we send somebody over a week prior to that, talking about the cement. Uh, I want to talk about that a little bit, and I'm gonna turn that over to you because you very good at directing questions and just leading that way in that.
Okay. Well, we're going to kind of start with the JC Cooley Foundation,
Mhm.
Options, Opportunity slash the Choice Program, and what the mission and the goal is for this nonprofit foundation. And we're going to talk about, some of the mission trips that we went on. We're going to discuss, the inspirational youth breakfast. And we're going to talk about scholarships that we have provided. But also, James, we're going to talk about the messages that you have, um, you know, communicated to these young children, young adults. And we'll just start from the beginning. Let's talk about the foundation. Why did you want to start it? And what was your mission and goal for starting this foundation?
Okay, so first of all, the reason we started the foundation is, and I tell you what, let me show a video that we in the initial portion of starting this foundation. Here we go.
And he started with next to nothing, and then he built a successful life in the military. And now this San Diegan is building a new generation of kids. 10 News anchor Virginia Cha reports James Cooley is using hard lessons to help those kids carve their own futures.
I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
To understand just how far James Cooley has come, you have to know where he started.
I was born the seventh of 10 kids. My mother could not really afford to take care of all of us.
James was 6 when his mother sent him and a brother to live with their aunt and uncle in Alabama. But life was not easy there.
Running water, electricity, electric stove, cellar, refrigerator. We did not have all of those things. But
At 11, James returned to Tennessee. The turning point came at age 14 when a teacher told him she believed in him.
that made me think that there might be a better life out there for me.
While on a bus, he saw a Navy recruiting center. He enlisted at 18, then quickly rose through the ranks, recognized for being capable and committed.
What drives you to keep going, to keep trying, to take risks?
My most important thing was I had a lot of young sailors behind me that I had to be the role model for.
After 23 years, James retired as a lieutenant, a major accomplishment. From there, defense contract work. He launched his own company, went back to school to earn 6 master's certificates, and then
It will pass.
started working with boys and girls clubs.
That's when it hit me that this is what you are supposed to be doing.
He now helps kids carve their own path the way he did. Through partnerships with schools, churches, and community organizations, the J.C. Cooley Foundation mentors students and tells them a simple but powerful message.
Dream big, do big, be big at everything that you do.
I'm Virginia Cha, 10 News.
Weather rates.
Yeah, so so now I can actually answer that. I wanted our viewers to see start point where I came up. I said not I, but you, the co-founder of the organization as well. We decided to uh, work with our youth, and based on my upbringing, where when I grew up, I did not have role models around. I did not have the male figures that it took to make sure that you was had a mentor or someone to lead and guide and teach you as a young boy. And so I grew up without having any of that, and I kind of ran across some problems growing up, a self identity, a lack of confidence, and now I was just wondering that wow, um, this is not good. But through things that happened with the good grace of God, um, my mother sent me and my brother Jerry to Graham, Alabama, to live with my aunt and uncle and grandmother that taught you the things that are important. And just like we they mentioned in the video, we did not have running water, we did not have electricity, we had none of those things. But what we did have was love. And my goal in starting this was there are many other uh, kids, youth, and young adults out there that probably was feeling the same way that I was when I was growing up. And I wanted to make sure that we started something. And our goal, Michelle, was maybe we can reach about 8 to 10 kids. And so we decided to create what we call the Youth Inspirational Breakfast, just to teach and talk and chat and 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 so we planned that, and we decided that we was going to pay for everybody breakfast, thinking it was going to be about 8 to 10. The first the first program that we got in Grant, breakfast cost like $10 a person. The first program that we had over 60 something folks, and that was just the first one. and and our foundation was the 4 C's, and I'll talk about a little bit about that in a minute. But that's how we got started with that one, and it was just amazing.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, starting a any foundation is a lot of work. And but as long as you have the vision and the goal in your heart and what you want to accomplish and how you want to reach and help people, the hard work is satisfactory, during the process. So can you tell us about you mentioned the breakfast. Can you tell us a little bit about the mission trips? Like, where were the mission trips held? Who did we partner with? And what experience, not experience, what how did that make you feel giving back, especially going out there helping others who need help?
Well, first of all, before we get to the mission trip, we have to tell our viewers and our listeners what our pillars are, far as with the foundation. And our foundation is based on what we call the 4 C's. And the 4 C's are create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Let me say that again. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Those are the pillars of the 4 C's. And basically what we're going to do, and I'm going to go off into each one of those in a minute after the break. But it's the 4 C's is a guideline and pillars for making sure that we have some type of roadmap that we're going to teach, show, mentor our youth and young adults that you can do anything that you set your mind to, but you have to be able to utilize those pillars the right way in order to grow and have an open mind. Your mindset had to be willing to change. And so we're going to take a station break, Michelle, but when we come back, we're really going to dive off into the 4 C's, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the mission trips, about the scholarships, and things that we are doing. So I tell you, we'll be back right at the break with more of It's Your Life and with myself and Michelle Cooley.
Guess what's happened to the freshmen and the sophomores? You guys are going to grow up and be the seniors. You guys are going to run your school. So, this is the Warriors, right? This is the Warriors, right? The Warriors! If you tell yourself you're going to do something, you got to do it. So you commit. And that last, create, collaborate, commit with what? Commit with what? We commit with confidence. Confidence is you know that you can do it regardless of what anybody tells you that you cannot do. You know deep inside you can do anything you set your mind to. So the 4 C's is create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Everybody say it with me. Create, collaborate, commit with what? Thank you. Let's go ahead and give another round of applause.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
We are not a charity. We are veterans. We are warriors, brothers, and sisters. We don't need, we deliver. OpsForVets.com. Handshakes, not handouts.
I'm Albert Rencheria, Marine Chief Warrant Officer 4 retired, Ops for Vets CEO. I invite you to take a look at our organization. You'll quickly understand why out of thousands of groups currently serving our veterans, we have become the most rapidly growing and opportunity-rich team in the market. We have deployed dynamic distributors who are responsible for servicing and growing their regions, East, Central, and West. We provide a complete roster of high-caliber services, produced to create the results you require. Find us on the web at www.opsforvets.com. Handshakes, not handouts.
Welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I'm having so much fun here, especially anytime we have a chance to talk about the foundation and talk about what we can do to help our youth and young adults, and provide that roadmap and guidance because they are our future leaders of tomorrow. And Michelle, you've been a part of all of these things, and with the four C's. I want to talk a little bit more about that. I know I showed the video a little bit, but I want to break down uh, the meaning of each one of these things. So the four C's: create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Under each one of these pillars, Michelle, there is a message in it, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's tackle create, and this is one of the messages that I utilized and I gave when it comes to creativity.
Well, our program is built on the four C's, and the four C's are create. Create. Create is the thoughts that we have. Each and every last one of us have these thoughts, these ideas, these dreams. We have these things every day. A lot of times when we get these thoughts, we don't want to do anything but lay down and go back to sleep or whatever that might be, and we wake up and the thoughts are gone. I believe that a high spirit always telling us something every single day. Every single day. So create the ideals that you get, that you think about, that you dream of. You say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.
Michelle, so you have been a part of all of these things from the inception. What are your thoughts as relate to the four C's? Create, because you have heard the message many, many times. Why don't you tell our viewers and our listeners what are your thoughts on that, and why it's important that we start with create?
It's important, in my opinion, it's important to start with create because, like you mentioned in the speech that, there are a lot of thoughts in your head, but once you have the like specific thoughts of things you want to do, you really need to write them down. You really need to write down these thoughts because, so many thoughts, so many things happen during the day. You forget the most important thing that you came up with in your mind. So unless you write it down, you're not going to be able to kind of put the pieces together. So creating is okay. You have all these thoughts. We have a million thoughts going through our head every day. So it's good to take pen and paper or text, whatever you want to do to have that tangible presentation, I would just say, in front of you when it's like, okay, I thought about, listen, for instance, I'm hypothetical. I thought about starting a school for teenagers or something like that who are going through certain challenges. And this is what I envision what the school is going to not only look like, what it's going to accomplish. If you don't put that down, you're going to forget the most important part. You can try to rehash it, you can try to think about it, but sometimes, even in the middle of the night or of a dream, or someone says something to you, it's like you have that aha moment. You're like, wow, that's exactly what I was trying to say. You take your pen, you write it down, and when you have everything put together and you look back at it, and it's like, okay, this is what I want to do. So it's definitely important to start the creative process by writing things down.
Well, yeah, you kind of got it on that, but another thing that I when I created that philosophy, create is being able to see past the tip of your nose, being able to see even if you got a wall in front of you or you got a steel building but you can't see past it, you have to be able to mentally see past that in your mind, because if you can see past that in your mind, if you can formulate that, that means that you can do it. you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to, but you have to have that created visionary focus that even though I got these roadblocks in front of me, and people telling me I can't do these things, you have to know for sure that you can do it. And sometimes it takes us to the second C, collaborate. Collaborators sometimes we have all of these visions and we have all of these thoughts from a creative perspective, and we think that something is wrong with us, and we don't want to share these things with them because we think they're going to laugh at us or they're going to think that we're crazy. And so collaboration gives us an opportunity to go and share your ideas with others that might have the same type of thought process that you have. So I'm going to show you collaboration, and then we're going to come back and take a break, and we'll pick it up from there.
You have this thing called vision. You can kind of see out, but it might not make any sense to you at the time. So we don't like to share these ideas with anybody because we think that they're going to make fun of us or they're going to laugh at us. We have to share these ideas. We have to talk about these ideas. That takes us to the next C, collaborate. Remember, create, collaborate in our communities, in this room, and in and out projects, and other nonprofits, and everything we do. We have to collaborate because we want to make it stronger. We want to be the voice out there that's going to give our communities, our societies, our states, our organizations, an opportunity. So we collaborate, we talk about it, we build upon these things. Because you might have some ideas that she might not have, and he might not have some ideas that he might not have. But if we talk about these things, we work with these things, we can come up with the best possible plan and solution to move forward. So create, collaborate.
Yeah, so Michelle, so that's what I meant by as long as you're able to collaborate with others, you never know. They might be thinking the same thing that you are thinking, but if you're not willing to collaborate, you're not willing to talk about those things. And I'm going to do a quick scenario real quickly, and I know you done heard it, but you pretend that you don't. What is the richest place in the world? What's the richest place in the world?
Dubai, or I don't know. What is the richest place in the world?
See, a lot of people would say Dubai. A lot of people would say a lot of other different things. But the richest place in the world is a cemetery. And the reason I said it is because all of these dreams, all of these thoughts, a person might have all these, but they don't want to share it with anybody else. They might have a solution to solve world hunger, whatever that might be. But if they don't share their thoughts, their ideas, and their vision, when they die, those dreams and those ideas go with them. Therefore, you have to be able to share what you're thinking, even if it's you probably think it's the craziest thing on record. But that's how you go about creating and establishing and sharing and building and coming up with certain type of design. So that's just my own thoughts on that one. But we're going to take a station break. And once we come back, we're probably only going to have about 8 minutes of the show. And I'm going to get through the other three of the other two of the 4 C's. And then we're going to talk a little bit about scholarships and what we've been doing, the things that we got planned for you. So if you want to be part of this conversation, go to the comments. Ask Michelle and myself any question you want to. Remember, it's your life. We'll be back shortly after the break.
Hello. Hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the James Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities / the Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build a foundation of our youth and young adults and communities And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do.
Courage, valor, experience. The values that make veterans are the values that make veteran businesses America's #1 choice. Veteran business owners throughout the nation are ready to connect. OpsForVets.com. Handshakes, not handouts. Ops for Vets connects veterans with business opportunities. Here is a closer look at a featured veteran business. Every business listed is a verified veteran-owned business and can be found in the OpsForVets.com supplier directory. OpsForVets.com. Get on the grid.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I just like I keep saying that, just having so much fun. This moment, or doing this show with a great executive producer, Michelle Cooley. And Michelle, I know you got to take off shortly. So, anything you want to share with our viewers and our listeners before you take off, and then I'm gonna take back over and finish up these 4 C's.
Yeah, what I want to share is that, like I said, when James mentioned the 4 C's, he's going to continue in it. But, so many people have so many great ideas to help mankind, to inspire, motivate, and educate people. And you can be one of them, but just, write it down, share your ideas, and don't be afraid. Take a chance, because if your ideas include helping and making the world a better place, then go for it.
Wow.
Gotta
Yeah,
go.
Gotta go. But, hey, talk to you in a minute. I left off with create, collaborate. The most important thing in order to achieve anything, you have to be committed. You have to be committed to doing these things. So I know, with the sake of time, I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but commit.
The third one, commitment. We all are committed to the In and Out project. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today. I came all the way in from California just to make sure that I'm here. I'm committed. So commitment is when you say you're going to do something, when you go to join a team, or you're going to volunteer, you're going to do this. If you say you're going to do it, you got to commit to it. And we got to get our youth. We got to get our society. We got to get our community. We got to get our leaders. We got to get everybody to commit to making our communities better and giving others opportunities. The last of the 4 C's that I want to talk about: create, collaborate, commit. When you commit to something, if I say, Brad, are you going to do that? What you going to say? Yes. Or if I say, Brad, you going to do that? Yeah. That's not total commitment, because when you commit, you got to commit with confidence. Confidence that you can do it. Confidence that you can grow this program. Confidence that we can save lives. Confidence that we can create opportunities to make our communities, we make people's lives that's coming back in the system, to make lives that are people that are in high school and in the communities and juvenile and this. We got to educate them, because the main thing that we want to build out of all of this with opportunities, we utilize the 4 C's: create, collaborate, commit with what? Commit with what? everything that you do. It's all about commitment. And I believe if you utilize these 4 C's in any organization and anything that you do, it creates this thing that I call character. Life is about character. Everything you do is about character. Character can be good and bad, but we won't break character. So, as I close, I would like to thank Dale and Keith, the in and out program. I also like to present
as you see, for the sake of time, I was not able to break down each one of those last 3. But the thing is the J.C. Cooley Foundation is built on the 4 C's: create, collaborate, commit with confidence. And if we utilize these, if we instill this in our youth and our young up in our communities and seniors and everybody, it creates this thing called character. Character is what it's all about. A couple of quick things that we're going to get back to, hopefully, is back to our mission trips and back to giving away scholarships. As of today, we have given over 200 plus scholarships to our high school graduating seniors and some college students to make sure that they have some of the means that they need to do to continue their education and to continue to grow. So while we're gonna pick it up with this again later, but I want to thank each one of you for taking the time to listen to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, we'll pick this topic up again later. And I love each and every last one of you, and I just want everybody to always dream big, think big, and be big. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley.